Good evening and welcome to another Fermanagh Modern EC show. In the house tonight we have Steph.
Hi. Sorry, I'm just looking at that person behind bars. Oh, it's Mark.
All right.
Locked up.
And we have Mark.
Evening.
And we have Rubicon Tonks as well.
I didn't
Send
say
nothing.
the name.
Yeah. Send nothing. So what we're going to be doing today is carrying on from our bills from Tuesday and over the weekend. So I will start off with Mark.
I knew you was going to say me. I knew it. Evening, Gary.
Evening, matey.
How you doing?
Not so bad, thank you.
Good. Well, I'll be carrying on with this Revel 148th Chinook. Update-wise, I haven't touched it since last time. So cockpits with the camera. There we go. Cockpit area's all done. Dials in. Decals for the instrument panels. So it's just a case now of working on the seating.
Nice.
The troop seats. Deep joy. They're slowly getting there. It's not a bad kit, to be fair. It's going together relatively well, surprisingly, for a Revel.
Right. No fit issues, Mark?
Not as yet, no. There's just about to be one now, because whoever started this kit has brush painted it and absolutely caked the paint on.
White meths.
White spirits?
No, meth, not white spirits.
No, I'm not doing a Gary.
No, good. Remember,
About
5 or 10 minutes. 10 minutes max.
Yeah, not 20.
Actually, he's admitted it was longer than 20.
I know he did.
More like
he did.
now, in my defence,
no.
Yeah, defence.
Defence my arse.
Beep.
but I did have a good defence.
No.
Like,
I was on a very important call.
Yeah. And what you do is you say, "Excuse me, but I have to go and do something. I will keep talking to you, but bear with me because I have left a piece of plastic and some white spirits." Oh,
Yeah.
You forgot.
Yeah, I did.
So then you've got no defence.
But in my defence,
What you've got then, Gary?
for God's sake, you ain't got one.
I can know, but it sounds good in my defence, though.
No, it doesn't.
Not to us, it don't. It may do to a judge.
You just sound like a stuck record.
I can know, but I am a grunt. You have to give me that.
No.
Tough audience tonight, folks. Very tough audience tonight.
Oh,
You
yes.
brought it on yourself.
Oh, yes. Did you ever?
Yeah. Thank you, Mark. Same to you with bells on it too.
Ding dong.
Steph,
What?
Steph, old mate of mine, old mucker, old buddy of mine.
Boy, get a sick bucket or get a room.
Yeah. What are you working on?
My nose is really, really itchy.
Yeah,
Is it?
so is my own. Yeah, you see out there? Glasses keep falling off my nose.
The worst one
Sorry.
is the side of my cheek.
Yeah.
That's a new one. I didn't know that. That's a new one. I like that.
Yeah, that's a good one. I must remember that one myself.
Oh, exactly. Cheers, Steph.
Yeah. Quick comment there, and James Skiffers has said it didn't work last time in front of the judge either, Gary.
Well, I do have to try, James. You know, God does love a tryer. And I is a tryer.
You certainly are trying.
Anyway, old matey of mine, old buddy, old friend, old comrade, old brother in arms.
Oh,
Steph, what are you working on, mate?
He's working on my panther.
Nice.
I'm going to do some camouflage tonight. Do some tight work with the airbrush. See how that goes.
Nice.
See how much of a prat I can make of myself on here.
That I highly doubt.
Sorry, Gary.
That I highly doubt, Steph, that you'll make a idiot of yourself. Your paint work is spot on.
It's not always spot on, mate, but thank you very much.
But I like that panther.
Yeah, it is quite lovely. The only problem with it, as I've said before, stick cams, and I'll show you. Okay, quick top view. That's what it's looking like. So you can just see some red kicking through as well from the red primer.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing the red-brown shadow. Yeah, the big issue with this is these picking things. Elastic.
Yeah.
I can't put them too much because I'll just go twang. I've nabbed this one already. Nick the tab off there because it's got a tab that pushes through. But
right.
These things happen. And
yeah.
Triers and triers, they do. So yeah, that's where I am with that.
Yeah, I'm going to read out another comment. James Skiffin, trying, you are the defamation of trying. Thank you, James. I do try. Nobody going to stick up for me? No?
No.
No?
No.
Suck it up, buttercup.
It's a good job by these big broad things.
What's that?
Yeah, I bet you can't pat them, no?
No, we can't because there's...
Can you not pat them like we can? Look, we can pat ours.
How long to get to the side view of Gary? See them big things there, boys? Seriously? I can't pat them anymore because they're too sore.
Do you know what they look like? They look like huge freckles.
Aye. You see them big things?
You're a ninja, aren't you?
Yeah, you see them big things there, boys? Seriously?
Yeah, they're freckles.
I'll warrior. Yeah, I'll warrior, you see. Say no more, boys. I'll say no more.
Freckles. 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 Freckles.
Shh. Oh.
Come on then, Rob.
Yes, Rob. What are you working on?
I've been working on the Valentine.
Ooh.
Just got the figures to do on that. And then, because I've got a couple of Rubicon kits to do, I've started this little American truck here. And one of their sort of brown box editions, which is resin and metal, which is this Sherman recovery vehicle, which is quite nice. A bit different. You can see that.
Yeah.
Sort of like metal little jib crane, I don't know what you call it, to be honest. Yeah. So that's quite nice, but it's had a bit of filler on it where it's resin. But hopefully get some primer on that tonight. Yeah, and then I'm going to start on some of those. Big pile of Rubicon in the corner.
Nice.
So, yeah, but you don't like them very much, Gary, do you? Is it the size of the kits or?
No, just
nothing.
Nothing.
No appeal at all.
Nothing.
But,
Thank you, Rob. That was very nice.
okay,
I like your work.
So what are you doing, Gary?
Not me. I have to go first of all. Dave.
Oh, it's joined. Sorry, I didn't see Dave.
Hello.
Dave,
Hello.
are you awake?
Just finished work, so I thought I'd come on.
Good lad, I like to hear that.
What am I working on? Just finished painting done the tank commander.
Oh, he's nice.
Or he's done his face.
Cool.
Oh,
And then I painted the eyes and the goggles of the driver.
nice, they are.
Cool.
So I'm just looking for my Tamiya smoke to kind of give it a gloss kind of glaze to simulate the glass of the goggles, but I've got a horrible feeling I threw it out because it had dried up. So there we go. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. What have you been doing, Gary?
Me? Trying to stay out of pain, but apart from that I'm still working on my little truck.
Oh, cool.
Got a wee bit done yesterday on the show with Models for Heroes. Got the trailer and all painted up. Putting a wee bit of a brown oil brush on it later on, and I'll be making up just a few wee jerry cans to go on the back of it.
Whose kit's that, Gary?
Revell.
Okay.
Revell and
Not Larry.
where is that
Definitely not
box?
the Scottish one.
Sorry, little area. Sorry, where do I get Revell out of? Oh, I know what I was thinking of for Revell. But it hasn't come yet. That's a different story. It's a certain thing I bought, but it is made by Revell and hasn't arrived yet. But however, it should arrive someday this week. And that Scottish company is out of business until I see it tomorrow. That's all I'm saying.
You succumb, have you, Gary?
Yeah. I've been thinking about it all night and I've been thinking about it all day. After all, I've been in a wee bit of pain this week. Sympathy vote, boys. Come on now. Play with the programme here.
You need retail therapy, Gary, you're right.
Thank you, Dave. Yeah, so I thought I would do a wee bit of retail therapy tomorrow. Steph?
Yeah.
No comment?
Nope.
All right. Right.
Really needed.
When Steph doesn't comment, that's the time to worry.
I thought Steph would have stuck up for me there, like, a bit of retail therapy, being in pain and all this week,
Gary, you're always in pain.
Yes.
So,
But I've been a wee bit of extra pain this week.
right, okay. Right. 3 comments quickly to read. 4. James Skiffin says, looking good, Steph, but better once the primer's on. Ho ho! He's a comedian. James also says, I thought he was talking about his ears. Yep, they're big as well, but they're not ginger. G Maguire, hi boys, live watching, and Julie Owens, good evening, gents. Julie, did you know that Gary's going to be spending money tomorrow?
Sure, tell you what, boys, just get me hung, drawn, and quartered all in one go.
Oh, if you insist.
We don't need to. You do that all on your very little own pod.
Yeah. But I'm not going to be spending that much money tomorrow.
Oh no, only about 150, 200 quid.
Well.
So I think StreamYard's cutting out for a minute there.
Yeah.
Did you see the speed? He denied that.
Did you also note the lack of in my defence?
Yeah.
Changing the subject swiftly. These are, I don't know if you've seen it. for getting the tops off Tamiya paints. I mean, I normally use it. I've got a pair of I've got a pipe wrench that I use, but I'm always, because you can crack the top. It's about £5 off eBay.
All right.
So you got like, it's like a kind of
A silicon cup as well.
That's it, yeah. And then you just put that on, and away you go. So,
Yeah, a friend of mine got one and swears by it.
yeah. Well, the only problem I found with the tank, especially when they get a little older, use the pipe spanner. The plastic gets brittle on the caps, and it where you're applying, pressure just on two sides, it can crack it. So,
Yeah, I tried printing a couple of those, and they didn't.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a fairly hefty bit of plastic. I mean, that's
the resin isn't strong enough.
Yeah.
For that. So I have to.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Oh dear, how sad. Never mind.
Oh dear.
As the late great Linda Davis would say.
No, then, lovely boys.
Watching one a few months back when they had the L-shaped football pitch. Do you remember that? They're in the jungle, and there was a big tree in the way, so they had a football match with another regiment, and they had to make it go around the tree because they couldn't chop the tree down. Have you scored a goal? I'll just go and have a look.
That was a big sigh, Gary. What's up?
I'm just thinking of tomorrow.
I'm not spending all of Julie's money.
Gotta be a fine day. Just thinking of what I might purchase tomorrow.
Which is
Land Rover.
Bedford Trot.
No. How did you guess, Dave?
Oh, just a wild stab in the dark there.
Yeah.
From a certain Scottish company.
Yes.
You got me the other night. I think after come off, I was like looking at this Stalwart.
Ooh, that's an old one, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing one of those.
Stolly.
Although I'm
mortgage, Dave.
Sorry?
You get the second mortgage.
Yeah.
Although I'm still very tempted in buying Hobby Boss's new Land Rover, though.
Wasn't that your favourite manufacturer for Land Rovers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember that. So what's new about this one?
It's new.
Yeah.
Just new. Long base, short base.
No, it's the long base one.
Does anyone do a decent forward control Land Rover?
I don't know.
I know of.
The forward control Land Rover, it's like the kind of raised, basically a Land Rover, but the cat got different cab on it.
Now, are you talking military wise or city wise, Dave?
I think both. I remember being up in the Lake District, and the Mountain Rescue had one. When I was
know exactly what you mean, Dave. Yeah, it's very much along the lines of the Land Rover ambulance.
It's like a truck, basically. It's a Land. It's basically a Land Rover chassis, but it's all kind of raised up. So it's if a Land Rover's not quite man enough, you get one of those.
Yeah, it's the same as the Land Rover ambulance.
Yeah.
Right.
They converted them for the NRP.
The best one does that, Dave, would be Tamaya.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But if you're looking for it to be really high, I would buy a Little Areas one and
Right.
convert it yourself.
Okay.
We have 5 people watching. Thank you very much. Tell us what you're at. And tell us what's on your bench this evening.
Yep, 3 comments. Julie Owens, yes, Steph, haha. But I hold purse strings. Lol. Clive Maguire says, Gary, do you need help? Julie says, no, Clive, he does not. Nope. Clive is perfectly capable of getting himself in the poo without any help from anybody else.
But you see, I don't get myself into trouble.
Yeah, but you didn't hear what Julie says.
That is what I would call a minor detail.
I'm not stupid because it should be a major detail.
No, that's a minor detail.
Now, Gary, you know why they call them swimbos, don't you?
No.
She who must be obeyed. That's what swimbo stands for. Oh dear Lord,
Right.
I must educate this bloke.
But in the grunt world, it doesn't stand for that.
What does it stand for in the grunt world then?
I can't say an open air.
Yes, you can. Come on, put your money where your mouth is.
If I done that open air now, that would not be fair to all women. After all, I is a gentleman.
Since when has that bothered you?
Because I is a good boy.
Only because you want to spend money.
Yes.
God, I'm glad I never went to school with you, Steph.
Why?
Because he did it, sir. It was him.
It's usually me getting in the shit. This is just me wreaking my revenge.
Oh, dear.
You see, we had a certain name for women back in the day. And Spunky Duncan had a great name for them, which I personally did not agree with at all. I did not agree with it. Because I was a gentleman back in them days.
So you're not a gentleman now then, Gary?
No, I am. Well, yes, I am. I'm even more of a gentleman now.
Right, okay. Quick bit of backtracking.
Yeah.
Shit. Julie, is that right?
Okay, you get off your knees and quit grovelling.
I'm not grovelling.
No, we're just making sure you're not lying.
Oh, go on, please.
Just remember, as a gentleman, the lady always comes first.
I was going to say women always do, but there you go.
That's not very nice, Mark.
What are you trying to say, Gary?
What there's... I'd never talk about a woman like that.
That would be a first.
Clive Maguire says, Gary, are the RAF picking on you?
Oh, wait.
Clive.
Julie Owens says, no, Mark.
Oh, dear. There you go, Gary. Dropped in it from your own other half.
I don't have to say anything.
All I'm going to say is I'll drop something tonight, all right?
Gas.
No. I wouldn't even do that. I'd just let it off anyway.
Yeah. Incoming!
Be in time. Masking 9.
Stay alive, masking 5.
Is that the new one, is it?
No, that's what they used to say, wasn't it?
No,
Be in time, masking 9.
Yeah.
Stay alive, masking 5.
I've never heard that latter one.
No?
That's the one that came in after I'd gone through.
I'm surprised they even put you boys through the gas drills because you would have been nowhere near it.
What do you think they would have done to a Air Force station?
Well, it would have gone into the air conditioning, wouldn't it?
No,
Watch out, my good lady's about.
Uh-oh.
Not even going to comment with that there. I'm not even going to dignify that with a comment.
Yeah, only because, Gary, you know, when next time I give you a buzz, you'll be hammering you.
Hello, sweetheart.
Hello, darling.
How's it going, sweetheart?
Bit drastic, but all right.
That's good. Okay, you just want to get a room?
What?
Or do you just want to go black? No, just but the lovey-dovey.
Hey, what is it they say about black?
Oh, I don't know what to say about black. That's not my place.
Never stopped
As I keep saying, boys, I is a good boy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we have to listen to this all the time. You can go away.
But I is a good boy.
No, you ain't.
Exactly.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Who told you that, Gary? We'll get him the lying gits.
My grandmother always said I was an angel.
Fallen angel.
If your halo slips any further, it's going to strangle you.
What do you mean? It's already gone past that. He's wearing it as a belt.
That's not very nice, boys. Oh, I give up.
Go, send it your kits.
As I said, the kits have been buried with me.
And as I said before, me and Julie have got a...
Yeah. I'll come back and haunt you.
Cool. You don't know where I live?
Wouldn't be too hard to find you.
What's happened to Dave? phone.
Fell off.
Dave,
I'm here.
are you
Alright.
there?
Yeah,
No,
sorry.
just-
There's an awful bit of flash on it.
Just looking at some references.
all right.
I got a comment made here from James Skiffins. He says,
Yes.
Gary, stop with being the good boy thing. I'm trying to do PE and you're making me laugh.
But you see, James, I is a good boy. It's hard to believe I'm an angel.
Yeah.
Yes, it is hard to believe.
So I keep being told every day of the week, Gary, you're an angel. You're 1 in a million.
You're 1 in a million. That's right.
Yeah.
But I don't think they mean in the way you think.
No, I think now.
Gary's
my
not
f-
younger than both. No.
Excuse me? Do you see the dog's abuse I have to put up with, Mark? Or sorry, Dave.
Sorry, mate.
Do you see the dog's abuse I have to put up with?
It's terrible.
Yeah. I'm telling you. There's a lot of people going swimming next year.
We've got to get over there first.
No, don't you worry. I didn't bring you over for badness and just get you right at the locker, open the door and throw you out.
Oh yeah, don't accept an invitation from Gary to go, oh, do you fancy a day's boating?
Why not?
Yeah, just give me a hand with this cement mixer.
What time is it? I'll be another half hour. About half hour. It's half past.
Okay, right. I got a question. I got on these crewmen. I got to paint standard the kind. It would be a 90s camo, like the 4-steam camo pattern. Has anybody
Yes.
got any ideas the best way of doing that?
Right. There's 2 different ways you can do that, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you making it now for a desert scheme or
Sort of like
what?
he was stationed in West Germany, so it's like
Right, you're talking ordinary fatigues then?
Yeah.
pretty much.
DPM.
Yeah,
That's the
you
one.
would have been starting off with an olive green colour,
Mm-hmm.
black and brown.
Right.
That was the 3 main camouflage colours.
Right. Is there, looking at this photo, there's almost like there's like an olive green. There's almost like sort of spots of khaki on there as well.
Yeah, they would have been mostly used over here in the province, that colour.
Right, okay. Right. I'm thinking, hold on a minute. I think I've got to paint the light colour NATO set. Hold on a minute. Might do it.
Did any of you tune in to the Holland show last night? I know you did, Mark.
Yeah,
It was very good.
it was very good. That B-17 and some of them dioramas of that Hetzer in the winter scene, that were
Yeah,
excellent. Absolutely outstanding.
yeah. I like the way they're doing it as well. They have sort of like a build-off together with the Cuba wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very good now, so it was definitely
Yeah.
worth.
Very good show.
Yeah,
Which one was that?
the boys
Dutch.
from Holland.
Oh,
So
okay.
like the Dutch version of Models for Heroes.
Like model
Yeah.
for heroes. Yeah, like. Okay. Yeah, I got that set there. So I was going to use green, the brown, the black, and the sand. That's a good colour match, those four.
I would stick with the three, Dave.
Just the three?
Yeah, don't be
Okay.
putting this. The sand wasn't really used over here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Dave,
Dave,
don't use. What paints are you using?
Life colour.
I would say don't use a black. If you can, try and find something like an off black. Like, for example, I'm only going by what I've got, Tamiya's. A rubber black or a NATO black.
NATO black, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Because it's obviously faded, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Good. I remember years ago, one book on model making I got, and the guy who wrote it, he said he very, very rarely uses pure black on anything he builds. Because he said, it's one colour that fades the moment it's unless something's brand new, it's going to fade straight away.
You all right, Steph?
Yeah, I just can't get this paint right. It's really, really annoying me.
Right. Are you getting on, Mark?
Not too bad, mate. I'm just trying to clear these slots, as I say, where the previous owners made a start on it rather nicely. As I say, he's obviously a bit heavy-handed with the brush. If he's not heavy-handed with the brush, he's just overloaded the brush. And where the troop seats are, there's the little slots where the backing fits into. But as you can see, the last two were pretty well caked.
Yeah. That's not even the right colour of red for that seat.
It's not far off.
Boys, I remember them later than that.
Well, as you say, usage and wear and tear, they do darken.
Well, I suppose, the Warriors didn't see much of them things,
No, we did.
Yeah. We had to use Pony and Shanks.
Well, like you say, you keep saying, mate, you was the grunt.
Yeah. But, Pony and Shanks do get sore after a wee while too,
I should have rung up for a taxi.
Yeah. Excuse me. Can you go and pick 12? Bring a minibus there for all the kit as well there, please. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, the taxi wouldn't come out because it didn't want to get the pouch. Get it all horrible and dirty, and they've just polished it so it's all nice and shiny.
Yeah, they didn't want to get a wee bit of water on it.
Sorry about that. The Dutch do like making their dioramas. Dutch models.
They do. There was one show I was watching. Sorry, Dave. There was one show I was watching, and I think it was on from. They were streaming it alongside the Models for Heroes one, and one guy had a diorama in a German SS helmet, an original SS helmet.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
It was stunning. But to have it in the helmet, wow.
Well, the amount of stuff you see I got my friend of mine, his wife's Dutch or half Dutch, and you go over the fam and you see like there's one like because her brother's like interested in all the Second World War stuff, and there's just a lot of it because obviously where they're occupied, there's a lot of it around, you know.
Yeah.
That's sort of left, but he's like got a big naval swastika. Naval pendant.
Kriegsmarine flag.
That's it. Yeah, that's the one. Sorry, but he was we're driving along. He said, "Oh look," he said, "there it's basically where it's one of the Strasse. They launched the V2s from there, and you can still see the mark. You can still see the marks where the thing took off.
All right.
Where it basically, where the cobblestones were marked by it." Yeah, but there was a book out. I think AFV Model a couple of years back did simply just called Dutch modelers dioramas because they're just it's their kind of thing. Ooh.
Incoming. Dave,
Hello.
on an H&S, which way is the best way to take it out? From the front or from the rear?
From the rear, they reckon.
Okay.
I heard if you go through the front seal isn't really you can do it a couple of times, but it's not really. It's designed to seal around the taper of the needle.
Yeah.
So if you push it through, there's a danger that you can you stretch the washer, and that's that.
Yeah.
Just be careful when you put it back. That you don't. You push the needle back too aggressively, it can damage the nozzle.
Yeah.
Speaking from bitter experience.
Okay, man the singers.
Sorry. I'm going to mute for a minute. I've got fireworks going off next door.
Nope, it's not you, Dave.
Me, I think.
You should have built a singer on the Mark.
I'm in it.
Interesting, my local community page someone put up a post about said about a dog just gets petrified with fireworks going off. And I said, you know, I volunteer with some veterans, and it really doesn't do anyone's PTSD any good. And there was a fella came on, he said, yeah, he said, I does my head in. His ex-forces. Just round here, just go. You don't have bonfire night. You have bonfire month. You know.
Yeah.
It's the same over here.
Yeah. I don't understand why you can still buy the things. I think it should just be like public displays and leave it at that. But there we go.
But you were never years ago. You wouldn't have got fireworks over here.
Yeah.
You got a firework, all right, but it wasn't the one you were expecting.
Yeah.
In the form of a couple of gas bottles.
Homemade fireworks.
Yeah. Couple of Mark 15s. Oh no, boy, you know when one of them's gone off.
Oh yeah.
I got an email today from a woman who organised the activities at Shavas House, saying they've let her go. Basically, furlough's run out. It's a shame.
Why was that, Dave? Just because of the cove or what? Or
Well, Help for Heroes has been struggling because obviously they rely on cash collections, and that hasn't been happening. So they've had to close down Shavas House. There's several others that have closed as well because they haven't got the money to keep them open. So I was going to, because we've been doing like a little online thing like this for the beneficiaries. So I said, I'm going to email us that, just come on, come on for an hour one night and just say hello to everybody.
I think it'll be like this until at least spring.
Yeah. We come up with a vaccine, isn't it? That's when it's going to turn the corner.
Are you all right there, Rob?
Yeah, I was spraying. I've got the primer on this, guys, as you can see.
Yeah.
I just don't know what colour these were inside. It's a Sherman chassis, but I'm not sure whether it was white or whether it was green, because it was the...
Right, give me 30 seconds and I'll be able to tell you. How long, Rob? How long? Just give me...
Yeah. I've looked at loads of pictures,
but... For top of my head, I would have said white, but...
It's got like a winch inside it and all sorts, which it wouldn't have had. And I don't know what that little... I don't think you can make that out.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
Can you see those there? I don't know what they are.
Right, yeah.
But there is a mortar on the front, I know that. It's not on there at the minute.
Is that US or a British? British then.
This is a US one.
Right. Oh, well,
got-
the standard Shermans were white, weren't they, inside? I think.
Yeah. It's got this great big, I think it's a mortar.
Right.
I don't know if they're mortar tubes, mortar round.
Oh, congratulations on getting your model on the Rubicon page, by the way, Rob.
Oh, I know, I was chuffed with that. It means a lot, doesn't it, when you've only been doing it a short time?
Oh, yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah, they're a white inside, Dave.
Rob, Ruby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rob, the war white inside. I'm just after looking up
Okay.
my tank. I'm only after looking up my tank book there.
Have you actually got the recovery vehicle in there? If it as it is, it's called an M32 armoured recovery vehicle. Just to see if they're mortars.
Hold on a minute. Get it back out.
Excuse me.
It's quite a smart kit. It's got loads of little bits all over it compared to a normal tank. It makes it more interesting. How I'm going to do the pulley system, I don't know yet, because you don't get anything with it. Oh, no. Let's go off. Get the other bits.
Is the crane on the front of it or the back of it?
On the front. It lowers down to the back, but it's at the front, but it's lifting because you've obviously got the counterbalance behind, I suppose.
It says here that it's sometimes they're just a dummy gun put onto them.
Right. Okay. It's hard to get a picture of it. Yeah.
Don't forget that have been a recovery vehicle,
Yeah.
Rob.
Yeah.
So it's a possibility. It's probably a dummy gun.
Right.
Well, that's what it said.
Yeah, the turret's got like rounds in it, but I don't know whether they're mortar. It looks like a mortar. It actually looks like one, but you say it could be a dummy gun, couldn't it?
Yeah.
It's just a barrel stuck on there, to be honest.
Or it could be a 290mm mortar.
Yeah, that sounds more like it. So, what colour would the mortar tubes inside be? The little racks, just white, or?
Everything was white apart from the rounds. The rounds was obviously copper, silvery colour, or gold colour, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give it a go.
Brass.
Brass, sorry, that's the word I was trying to look for, brass. That book there, I don't know if you can see that one, but that comes in handy.
I've seen it in Waterstones the other day. Is it DK?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they're brilliant books. Dorling Kindersley, isn't it? So.
Yeah, I got Julie got me that there last year for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I tell you, yeah, every tank you can think of from the Great War up is all in that book. Brilliant.
So that was in the work. It was in the works.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah. I
Yeah,
might have a
it
look
was.
In the works, that was a good. That would have been a good buy because I saw it in Waterstones. It was about 20 quid in there. More than that, I think.
Julie got it last year from me for Christmas, and I tell you, a very good book. Every vehicle you can think of, up even to the modern day vehicles, you know, from the Great War.
Right.
Brilliant book.
Can you see that, Gary? I've just stuck the little mortar thing on there. Is that a mortar? Yeah. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, that's
there you go.
Yeah.
It's hard to focus, but you get the gist.
Mark,
I want to get a better camera.
how are you getting on? Good. Steph,
Yeah,
how are you getting on, matey?
yeah, I'm fine. Give me a sec, couple of comments to read.
Yeah.
Ton Stout says, enjoy the evening, guys. Thank you, Ton. And James Skiff is saying, furlough has been extended to March.
Yeah, end of March, yeah. So I think what that means, Steph, is what we've all been saying, and then what Gary's just said about spring next year. I think they already know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear my airbrush or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move then. Okay.
Yeah, but the problem is, I think some operation like Help for Heroes, they just can't afford to keep the staff on. They're just laying them off.
We're doing a waka waka, are we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's what's happened. That's again, said Shavas is all a Help for Heroes. That's no longer a Help for Heroes centre. That's just now been entirely taken over by the MOD.
Jesus.
So
Sorry.
what's happened to the other ones, Dave? Sorry, the combat stress and people like
Well,
that.
combat stress, as I understand it, the NH, a lot of the services that combat stress were offering, the NHS wanted to take it. Said usual. Who knows? They said they reckon they can do it more efficiently and cheaper. I wait, and so they're basically, rather than getting NHS referrals, they're having to rely on charitable donations. And again, the problem is that charities like that rely on cash donations. You know, people doing collections outside supermarkets and stuff like that. And the problem is, obviously, you know, you're not encouraged to. I haven't used cash in months. You know, because you obviously don't want to be handing over money and change, whatever. So that's basically ground to a halt. So the knock-on effect is, and I think the other issue is there are so many veterans charities out there that it was fine when things were functioning normally, but then there's, you know, there's what little is out there. There's less and less to go around. You know, I think that's the issue. And an organisation like Help for Heroes, it doesn't take much to basically for them to get, you know, find themselves in trouble, which is basically what's happening.
In my own honest opinion, sometimes there's too many charities out there.
I would say I think that there's a lot of charities and they're all trying to chase the same funding and limited resources. And the problem is, when with what's happened, it means that there's just not the money to go around. That's the problem. And the really big ones like Help for Heroes, it's such a shame. You know, they've set up this huge network, and the problem is they're just the funding, just the donations just aren't there. So
that's one charity was never here in Northern Ireland, was Help for Heroes.
Right.
They wouldn't want to get involved over here. That's what they said.
Because the whole politics of the thing, Gary, is that what it was?
Yeah, basically,
right.
Yeah, and even here at the moment, what I listen to nearly on a day-to-day basis does fry my own head, never mind how these charity people can actually do it, honestly.
Sure.
I've just said now for Friday, I'm not answering the phone at all. I'm just taking every Friday now out of it. Just taking one day a week to myself, and that's it. You know, I listen to, you know, I'm not trained to deal with them sort of problems. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm not a counsellor, nor am I a therapist or whatever they're called. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Psychiatrists, nurses, or whatever. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not trained for that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And listen to people's, you know, I shouldn't say it, but listen to other veterans, you know, day in and day out. I know, and your hands are tied at the moment because, yes, the centres are not open. You know what I mean? And there's not much I can do about that, you know, but it's hard.
And yeah, you've got to look after your own mental health as well, haven't you, Gary? That's the thing, you know.
Yeah.
That's we talked about this before, but yeah, but then, you know, this isn't going to last forever, hopefully. And then when, you know, things get back to normal, you've got a pair of concrete boots lined up for each one of us. So.
Oh yes, especially for that Mark boy. Yeah, you.
Right, boys, I'm going to have to call it a night because my battery's just about to die.
Okay. See you later, Mark.
Charger up there.
Hey?
Yeah.
Well, I was only on my late anyway.
Yeah.
I'm on a promise.
Need to know that is far too much information. Thank you very much.
So that
Well,
was
I've got
my
to give you something to fantasise about.
Sorry, Steph.
It's all right.
Right, gents, I'll see you Saturday.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah.
And I'll speak to you as before. Take care, all. All the best.
Yep.
Okay.
Stay safe.
Oh, excuse me. Oh dear.
A couple of comments here. James Skiffins, Chairman, complete and ready for primer. Cool. Looking forward to seeing that. He also says, always good to take time for yourself away in your own bubble, refreshing your head. Oh, definitely. Yeah, battery, nothing more.
Yeah.
So talking about black, different using different blacks. I can't this life colour shades, black rubber shades and coat is really handy. The deep cockpit is a great car. I use that for pre-shading and everything.
Cool.
Excuse me. Tire black. Yeah, really good stuff.
How did you get on, Steph?
I've had to take the MIG paint is awful. The only decent MIG paint I've come across is the Dunkel Gold.
Yeah.
You find
really
sorry, Steph.
This is right royally stuffed my airbrush up. I need to get one of those rings. And it's my H&S.
Oh.
It's the jet coming out is it's dirty inside, and I need to get one of those reamers to clean it. So I can't use that until I can get one of those.
Have you got any of those Tamiya miniature cotton buds at all, Steph?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because you can get a reasonable amount out of one of those.
Yeah, what I have got. Nope. Yep. My last one. One of those.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that might be worth giving it a go.
Yeah. See how this goes.
Is it worth leaving it to soak overnight, Steph, in some airbrush cleaner?
That sorted it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's just got rid of all the crap and shit.
Up in the nozzle.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
tell you
but-
what, not 9 times out of 10, that's the issue, I find.
Yeah, just a little bit of crap.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like with a reamer, it will literally be like a line, nothing, and it's enough. You think how small the aperture is on that nozzle, which doesn't take anything to block it up.
Oh no, it doesn't. And it's just yeah. But every time I use that MIG paint, it does that to my brush. The only one that didn't do it is, as I said, Dunkelgelb.
Mm-hmm. I found it. I only used it once. I had it in a Russian cockpit paint set, and the problem I had with it was, for an acrylic, it never seemed to dry properly.
Okay.
And I just thought, and I thought it was just me, but my mate had the same problem.
Yeah. Now I'm going back to the Tamiya chocolate brown.
That's the MIG paint stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I Harry brush with it the whole time, and I never have any problems.
Yeah, but you're not chucking it through an airbrush.
Well, through. Stick with a Harry brush, boys. It'll be the first time tomorrow I've been in Enniskillen for 3 months. And I ain't looking forward to it.
So for your hospital visit, is it, Carrier?
No, but I could put people in hospital very quickly.
Where are you going? Sorry. Where are you going for?
I have to go and do a wee bit of shopping and to see my solicitor. So
Okay. You definitely deserve a accurate armour kit after that.
Yeah, because I can just hear somebody tomorrow. Would you come on? Quit looking at them. Don't worry about them. Come on. I just lose it very quickly at the moment in shops. I don't know about the rest of you, but I absolutely detest going near shops now at all.
I'm not a
Yeah,
big
I
fan.
can live without it.
Steph,
What?
what did you say there?
I'm not a big fan at the moment either.
Yeah.
You know, when you see what really annoys me, okay, you don't see people, some people don't wear a mask, that's fine. You don't know why they don't. Or maybe
Yeah.
it's a medical reason. But what really pisses me off is when you see these people wearing a mask over their mouth, not their nose.
Yep.
And
Might
what
as well not wear one.
what goes through my mind is, put your mask on your nose, you're a dickhead.
No, what usually goes through my head is, I'm going to break your nose in a minute if you don't put that mask on, right? And
So,
what really, really grinds my gears is when they put it down to their chin.
oh yeah, what's the point?
And
Remind
then,
me to never go shopping with you, Gary.
okay. Why do you think I haven't been out in 3 months?
I was going to say.
Because usually, because Julie won't let me. The last time I was in town, there was a man going to lose his head. Seriously, he literally was. He was standing on an aisle with 3 other blokes talking like there was no tomorrow. You know what I mean? Standing there, not even social distancing, no mask on them, no nothing.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And then when you said to them, "Excuse me, can I get past this?" They look at you like you're in the wrong, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Problem is, I think a lot of these blokes out there, well, you know what it's like, young, full of something and vinegar. And they just think it's not going to, it's not going to affect me. I'm thinking, yeah, right. So there's a guy I know, fella I know, he reckons Singapore or Thailand he went to at the start of the year. And he reckons he had it. And he's in his mid-30s, he's a fit, does, fit as a fiddle. And he said, I'm kind of, for about 2 months after, he said, I'd get out of breath just walking up the stairs. And he said, to this day, I'm not with it. He said it's almost like being hungover, but for months on end, I mean, and that's a young fella,
Yeah.
An old fart like me would be in big trouble.
A mate of mine, he took it, and he was a PTA,
Right.
and he was working in a gym over in Scotland.
Yeah.
And he took it, and he said he's only starting now to learn how to walk again.
Yeah.
He says if he walks more than 5 meters, he's completely out of breath.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, the school, the secretary at the school I teach at, her best friend, her husband, was taken into hospital Mother's Day with it, and it's what they call a long hauler. And he's in his early 40s. This bloke, and he's not old by any stretch of imagination. And he's haven't learned to walk again. He couldn't speak for like 3 months. It's not to be. It's people say, oh, it's just like a bad case of the flu. I'm thinking, yeah, right.
All depends.
Yeah.
Beginning of the year, Lisa was laid flat by something, and she had all the symptoms, but we both went, "No, it's not it, because it's not here."
Yeah.
And now we're thinking, because I got something, but not as bad as she did.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, what the hell happened?
Yeah. Well, they said this bloke was like, this was right. He was Okay, was it? He was on business. He was in Thailand, start of the year, and he said he was when he was flying back. He started feeling a bit rough, and then that was it. He was in bed for like 2 weeks, and he said even after that, he So yeah, might well have been. There's another guy. Well, a guy I used to play in a band with, and he reckons same thing in January. He was really rough for about 2-3 weeks, and he said I thought it was strange. He said I've not felt that ill since I was a kid, and he went and had the test, and the doctor said, oh, you tested negative, and he said, look, when he described what happened, they tested. He said, oh, you've got antibodies, you've had it. So he said that's what it must have been, before anyone knew what it was. But just the luck of the draw. I mean, some people it's just a cough and a cold, isn't it? And other people, as we saying it, you saying, Gary, that.
Yeah. And this man was fit, and I mean he was a fit bloke.
Yeah.
Doing a BFT wouldn't take a flinch out of him, where those guys get us the fags quickly, get us Blackburn,
Yeah.
But yet he's only starting now to walk.
Right.
And he says it's just like somebody permanently sitting on your chest.
Yeah. 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 So, it's not worth taking the risk, is it? But
no.
Just said when you're young and stupid, you don't think that way, do you?
Oh, we were all there.
Yep. Distant memory now.
We're just grumpy old men now.
That's the way to be.
Bugger off.
Yeah, you will get.
Yeah. You go from one extreme to another.
Yeah. My neighbour's old cat used to remind me that he's kind of like, meow. Like an old man.
There was a party here in Enniskillen on Saturday night. 190 was at it.
Bloody hell. Excuse me.
The police were outnumbered, couldn't go nowhere near it.
Well, I think it's fair on the police, What bloody put their health on the line for a bunch of idiots.
Me, it's called plastic bullets. Let them do the running for you. You get a skate or one of them, and I can tell you now, you'll not be long moving. I should know. I used to get them bounced off us when we were doing public order training. Oh boys, did they not sting?
Is that metal encased in rubber, is it, Gary?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember the RAF done our Civ Pop one year down in Barry Budden. Oh boys, did they not give us a real hard time? Hey, and I mean, it was a real hard time to give us. And our platoon sergeant, hard enough, he just seen the red mist. Right? We were trying to deploy the Saxon wings, and we're just getting pelted left, right, and centre. Wasn't a hope of us getting, it done in time. The platoon sergeant goes, right, take this here. He says, I've had enough. What does he do? Runs into the middle of the crowd and starts baiting them left, right, and centre. And what happens to him? He gets kidnapped. Oh.
Whoops.
And then it was a case of, Where's your platoon sergeant? I haven't a clue, sir. I haven't a clue where he went to. He's missing.
Bet you any money it was RAF Armourers.
I don't know who they were, but I can tell you now. Oh, they gave us a real hard time, and I mean, it was unbelievable. They were supposed to come along and break the patter bomb, at their feet. Nah, them boys just bounced it off your shield instead. Hey, oh.
Yep, Armourers.
Then I heard one of them.
Well, we're here to train them, and we train them properly. They want proper training. We'll give it to them. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't talk about. It's like, excuse my French. It's like any training that we did as armourers. It was like, well, you can do that. No, we want the proper training. That's what we're here for. We're here to be trained. We're not here to mess around and fanny around and be treated like kids. Yeah, we're here to get some good training. Yeah, trainers.
So, sorry, I've got another question, Gary. The interior of the jacket, just there, what colour would that be?
Same colours outside, green.
Right. Would it be lighter or just the same?
Just the same.
Okay, mate.
Yeah, the inside of a jacket is olive drab.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I remember one of them saying, "Get that big redhead fella and give him a good thumping." Excuse me? How dare you say that to me?
No, it wouldn't have been get that big redhead fellow.
I'm putting it nicely.
They'd have said, go for the Genga.
Yeah. Tell you what, they didn't go back for Ginger anyway. Ginger had the red mist, never mind the platoon sergeant. Then I was actually took off because I was doing overhead strikes. Hey. Sorry, boss. Just got caught up in the moment.
You know what, Gary? I'm glad you're on our side.
But it was really stupid what you had to learn for that scenario, public order.
Yeah, anything apart from defending yourself.
Yeah. Go in soft posture, go and try to speak to them. Yeah, how are you going to speak to somebody and them throwing patter bombs and bricks at you? Excuse me, do you want a wee friendly chat, mate?
And there you go. Tammy has just gone through gorgeously. Just don't understand that stuff. I don't think I'll be using that again.
Right.
What are you thinning it with, Steph?
My homebrew.
Might that be an issue?
No, I've used it on the Dunkelgelb, and it worked perfectly fine.
Is it the ratio? Because I know Vallejo. I remember the first time I used a Vallejo, I'm like, the base coat. It was a Meng Gaz Tiger I was doing, and the base coat was a green, and that went on beautifully. And then the khaki that went on after went all over the place.
Yeah.
And my mate said, "What it is, you've got different colours. You've got to basically thin them different ratios."
Yeah, I know that one. It's like the yellow. When you do a yellow, it's got to be thin completely differently to how you thin a brown.
Yeah, well, I find it with well, yeah, with Vallejo, Tamiya not so much. I mean, I'd say they're my kind of go-to. The yellow and the Tamiya white, I think, are the best ones out there. Whether a lacquer, you know, the problem. I mean, I like the Citadel ones. The problem is they just dry out and end up throwing half of it away.
Right.
Do you want to call it in 5 minutes, Staff?
Yeah, can do. Time is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to start the green then.
Well, we can stay on longer if you want to.
No, I'm going to jump in because at least the mum's results have been deferred for a week. She can't
Oh
have a
dear.
lot of chemo because she's her magnesium levels are down, so she's got to go in for a magnesium infusion tomorrow.
Already hear that, Steph.
Well, these things happen, mate. I think it's unless you've been through it, you don't know what it's like. And I've been through it, and it's like it's really shitty. Anyway,
Yeah.
changing the subject completely. There you go.
That's very nice.
Yeah, I like that stuff.
I have completely done my own cam. So looking at that, it's like I can't follow that. That is just mad. So I've done my own, and I'll just do it how I want to do it.
What
Oh,
is that? Panther? Is that Panther, Steph?
It's a Panzer IV with a Panther F turret.
Okay. Well, probably that was by that point. Probably just it's lucky that it had any paint on it at all.
Yeah, yeah. So I've just chucked it on. But all the units that they're talking about on here are unidentified unit, unidentified unit, unidentified unit, unidentified unit. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to chuck my own on.
Yeah. Well, it's like the Luft 46 stuff. The Luftwaffe, you know, late war.
Yeah.
The paint. Well, interesting. When I did my 262, I was trying to find out like a paint, you know, exact paint matches for it. And this guy coming on it's going, you know, going backwards and forwards on this forum. This guy comes in and says, you know what? He said, by that stage in the war, yeah, first thing was it's lucky that it had any paint on it at all. But he was saying apparently the Luftwaffe, when the Allies overrun Germany, they were notorious hoarders. And they found like warehouses full of uniforms, ammunition, and another thing they found was paint. And they reckon that a lot of the cutting edge Luftwaffe jet aircraft were actually painted in pre-war Luftwaffe colours. Yeah. So, and sure enough, when I looked, I'm like, oh yeah. So yeah, who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. Tomorrow, I'm going to be coming in here and I'm going to be cleaning this shit all out.
You're right.
This is, give me so I'll show you what it looks like. It's there's crap and shit all over the place. There you go.
Oh, terrible. Oh, awful.
All surfaces are covered. Yep.
Yeah.
Decker.
Yeah. That needs a good tidying out.
Yep.
Yeah, disgusting. I mean, look at my bench. Immaculate.
What's that? Oh, I wonder what that is.
Oh, I know what that is.
Sat on top of that. Yeah, it's a 3D printer.
Yeah. Oh, I give up.
Look, all my surfaces are absolutely covered. I just need to get surfaces cleaned because there you go. That's by my side.
Oh, staff.
I know I need to finish the Tonka off as well. There's the heroes. And then that's my stash. That's it. That's all my stash is. Those along there.
You have a lot of Airfix.
It's Larry.
Right, folks. Yeah.
Roden. Sorry.
Right. We're going to call it now for this evening, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in. We will be back on Saturday evening from 6 to 8. And we'll be back on Sunday, Remembrance Sunday, from 2 to 5. We will be doing a wee bit of an act of remembrance on Sunday show, folks. So, do you all want to say good night?
Good night.
And it's a good night from me, folks. Thank you very much, folks, for tuning in. Thank you.
Good night from him. So, everyone take care, stay safe and keep modelling. I'll press the button when I can find it.
Yeah.